Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 3 undervalued low cap coins that are setting up for some insane price potential and gains for your guys' portfolios. I've been making so much money trading off of Uniswap and investing into these lower market cap projects, and I've been finding 10x returns out of the market pretty consistently to the point it's becoming like shooting fish out of the barrel. If you guys want to know which low caps are going to give that next 10x return, these are going to be 3 coins that I know you guys are going to set yourselves up to make a decent amount of money off of, because these are 3 that I've handpicked from the group myself. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Always remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys join the Discord server, over 20,000 members and growing. All you guys got to do to join is to click inside the description of this video, and there you're going to find the invitation link to my server. On top of all of that, if you're a new guy getting into these markets and you want to understand how to be a little bit more profitable in your trading plan, I also have a free ebook that's also linked into the description that I know is going to help you guys out tremendously, because I put all of my most vital information that helped me from being unprofitable to being profitable, and I've included it inside of that ebook for you guys to download for free today. Links are provided for you in the description. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, now before we jump into anything, I just wanted to quickly I know I've talked about XRP a lot, and I'm not actually going to be talking about XRP very much in this video. We're going to quickly dive into the next 3 coins, but I just wanted to share with you guys what is going on with XRP. We are at 95 cents. Last night we peaked at $1.10, and this thing's really starting to take off. It's happening exactly like I had planned out, exactly as I've had drawn for the last couple months. And this is looking really, really good for XRP. So shout out, it's the biggest mover of the day. It's leading the rest of the market. It looks so phenomenal, and I'm really excited for all of the XRP holders. So with all that being said, now that I got the bragging of XRP out of the way, let's dive into these 3 altcoins, because these are going to be 3 low cap altcoins that are going to set up for some very insane gains. And I know you guys are actually going to be able to make a lot of money off of them. And so let's go through here and actually talk about them. So the first coin on today's list is going to be called Options Market, or OSM. This is one that I've recently found because of one of my VIPs in the Discord. He messaged me and he actually brought this one to my attention, and he said, hey, this is a low cap that I've been looking into. He said that I think it's a really good buy opportunity. And so he sent me a couple links. I went and did some research, and I am also a believer that this thing is going to be doing really well. Now, it's kind of a bold statement. It's kind of a bold idea of what it's going to go out there and accomplish. It's literally options for crypto markets. So any ERC20 token, you're actually going to be able to use this and actually create options. And for you guys that don't understand options and kind of what they are, how they work. So options in conventional financial markets, the way that people trade options is it kind of allows you to guesstimate price, right? Options to me can be really profitable, but it's also like gambling at the same sense if you don't know what you're doing. So with options, you kind of guesstimate a price, or you pick a price and predict that it's going to hit this level, draw a price target, whatever it is, and you actually take your bids, and then as the market goes up, you're making money as, it's kind of like setting a margin trade. Whether you go long or short, you're kind of doing the exact same thing with options. And you're kind of just expecting it to hit a price, whether long or short. And as it goes up in your favor, you're obviously going to be making money. And we don't really have any options for the crypto markets, but options are one of the most important parts of modern society because it allows people to hedge their investments. So with that being said, if you have a trade and you take a bunch of money in spot buys, and then you're sitting there like, well, I don't know if it's actually going to go up right here, but I'm confident that it will. So just in case I'm wrong, I'm actually going to take the opposite approach and short with options. And then that allows us, a hedge. So if we're right, then obviously we bought a bunch of spot and it's going to go up in value, and then we can close off our hedge shorts. And then we can just let our profits ride. Or if our trade is actually wrong, we actually have that short position open that's actually going to be profiting us. And so no matter what, options allow us to hedge inside of the market and allow us to protect our capital. Because we don't have any of this inside of crypto today, I found options market, and I really think that this one's going to be bullish. Now, aside from the fact that I like the idea, it was really the chart that spoke to me louder than anything. And really what I wanted to share with you guys was this. This has kind of been our major resistance as well as a support level. It was resistance all throughout this period of time. We ended up flipping this, and it was support for a little while, and then we ended up falling back below it. But what we recently saw here was a massive breakout in the volume. The price also popped back up, hit the previous highs, and then we actually sold back down onto this level, except instead of it acting as resistance, it's now acting as support. And so this is just a textbook example of a support and resistance flip. This thing has about 10 million in market cap, although it isn't listed on CoinGecko. I actually had to do a little bit of my own research to find that out, but it's right around 10 million in market cap. It might be up slightly higher from the last time I checked, but nonetheless, it's still a really undervalued project. And with that being said, if this is really to come into fruition, take advantage of the options and the lack of options trading inside of crypto, this thing has the potential to really be a big mover. And at 10 mil market cap, it doesn't have to be the next big thing. It can honestly just be all right, and you're still going to be able to make a lot of money off of this. And so this is one based off of a chart pattern, based off of a fundamental perspective. I like this project. I'm bullish on this project. And so I've actually gone ahead and filled some bids when we actually got this retest here. And so I'm now into the market. I'm really bullish on this one long term, and I'm expecting it to perform very well. And so this is one you guys should keep on your radar. Now, the second coin on today's list is going to be INFI. INFI has about the same market cap as OSM, but INFI is one that I've actually been buying. Me and my group inside of the Discord have also been buying this one, and we're pretty much at the same values of the Discord server, and so I just figured now would be a great opportunity to post this because I really love the chart setup that we're seeing here. Now, I think the biggest thing to touch up about, let's talk about why I'm bullish on this. To me, this just looks like your classic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave impulse, and we actually got a correction back down, right? So this kind of is our C. And really all we're doing is that first little market cycle. Oftentimes when these new low caps get added to a market, or specifically Uniswap, they'll get added, they might do some quick pumps or something, but they usually always fully retrace or come close to that point of the launch price. And this is kind of the way you want to buy these. Whenever you see a coin getting launched on Uniswap, you see YouTubers covering it, you don't want to go buy it at that point. You want to buy it like 3 weeks later after it's already come back down, and you've pretty much already waited, and now you're able to buy it pretty much at the launch price again. So this is just something to understand. If a lot of YouTubers are covering a coin, if a lot of people are talking about it on Twitter, chances are that's a terrible time to go ahead and start buying something. You want to wait until it's kind of came back down. Because the thing is, you're going to hear all of this bullish sentiment, all this bullish news, all these partnerships, all of this stuff as it's getting launched because they're trying to pump their bags, right? All these YouTubers, whenever you hear them talking about a Uniswap launch, and then you go and look at the chart and it's just one giant green candle, it's because they purposely send a bunch of bots to go market buy at the launch to pump the price so that when they cover it on YouTube, they can shill it to their following, and then as all of their followers go in and see it pumping and they're buying it, that's when the YouTubers, that's when the CEOs of the companies start to take profits, and then they dump on the people, us, the subscribers that are watching them. And so these are kind of shady practices that are pretty much common amongst most YouTubers. Not all of them do it, but there's a lot of them that do that. And so when it comes to watching a coin get listed, wait for it to do this pump and then wait for it to crash, because they usually always do. Almost always they do this. And you can actually scoop it up at quite a discount if you wait. Now, that's what takes me to INFI. INFI is Insured .finance. Basically just insurance, and I really like the idea of this because there's not too many insurance protocols out there. Now, we're pretty much right at our major support. You know, this is a great buying opportunity. You guys that are watching this video are going to get into this, and it's probably going to be instant profits. I mean, yeah, it could go down a little bit lower, but there really isn't a whole lot more downside to go, to be honest. And so where we're at right now, if we go back to the all-time highs, you know, you're looking at almost 3x returns. This is exactly why I no longer give a crap about high cap coins. I've already bought all of the ones that I'm going to. You guys have seen the channel. You've seen all of my favorite high caps, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, you know, Tezos, all of those major ones I've been buying. But I'm not buying any of those anymore because it's simply too easy for me to print money off of Uniswap. And that's why I'm making this video for you guys. I wanted to give you guys 3 low cap coins that I know are going to take off because I want you guys to make a bunch of profit. Now, with all that being said, guys, this is one you're going to want to watch out for. Really bullish. Love the chart setup. Classic example of a market cycle. 3 impulse waves followed by a corrective move down. Pretty much fully retraced. If there was a good time to buy, it is now. Watch out for INFI. Alrighty guys, last up on the list is actually going to be one I recently talked about because this one was actually one of our portfolio buys that we did. So last week I actually made a model portfolio. I invested $10,000 into 5 different altcoins, and I allowed the ability for you guys to actually go ahead and copy all of those trades. This is one of those coins that's on that list, and I want to talk about it today because we are now just about to break out. Out of all of the coins that I talked about on that list, this is the one that looks the best. All of the other ones have already started to take off. Bondly is the only one that's actually at a loss right now. But out of every one of the coins, this is the one that's still the best buy. And it's really undervalued. I mean, it's around like 10 million in market cap. I actually chose Render, and I saw the value in this mainly because of a previous signal that I've already had. And it looks almost the same. Now, I don't know if it's going to pump as hard, so don't quote me on that. But I'm trying to share with you guys the same market structure that we're seeing between the two. Because I think it's really, really important that we understand this. Because now that we're actually starting to, make this impulse and break out, I do think that this one's going to really start flying. When these ones get added to their to the exchanges and they haven't made any type of impulse, they've gone sideways, these are the kind that oftentimes really explode. Not always. Sometimes they don't do that. You can't always have big winners. But this is one that I do think is going to take off. Mainly because this allows a lot of really cool DeFi opportunities cross-chain if you actually go and look up Modifi, because that's what it's called, Modefi. You can search this one. Once again, really low market cap coin, somewhere right around all of the other two that I've talked about on this list. But I mean, if we follow even to a fraction of what Render recently did for us, from where we're currently sitting at, we're looking, if it does a fraction of that, 2x is going to take us to $15. 6x is going to be about $30, and if we can pump similarly, that's going to look at about a 10x at 45. I really would not be the least bit surprised to see any of this because I've been doing it pretty consistently with these low caps, guys. We're at the point of the cycle where there's so much money flooding into these coins, it's getting pretty easy to make a lot of returns. And with low caps, you set yourself up for the highest probabilities. As we're in the bull run, everything is going up. It doesn't matter what it is. You don't have to be some genius. All that really matters is that you pick good low caps that aren't going to rug pull on you, that have partnerships that bigger people are investing in. Maybe by the time that you see that, it's at 5 to 10 mil, maybe it's even more than that. But the more aware that you are about researching these coins, you hear about something on Twitter, you go and look at their website. If they have big strategic partnerships and investors, obviously there's a lot of other people that are thinking this is bullish, and so those are safer picks. When it comes to me finding these low caps, I'm not going for 100% Deegan plays. I'm not trying to find some random thing that may or may not rug pull. I'm looking for something that's going to be a safe bet, because you guys know on the channel, the one coin that screwed me over really hard and screwed over a lot of you guys that watch this was Esprit. Esprit rug pulled. I lost a bunch of money off of that. I know a lot of people lost a bunch of money off of it too because I was talking about it on my channel. Ever since then, I've really tried my hardest to research heavily into the low caps before I buy them. I haven't had any other rug pulls from that point besides DMM governance, but that was one that I bought way before Esprit. Now that we're at this point in the cycle, there's honestly a lot of really reputable projects, a lot of projects that are very low market cap but undervalued that show a lot of upside potential because of how many big names are investing into them. So it's not like with a low cap you're buying something that's super risky. Honestly, you can stack the odds just as much in your favor as you can buying a high cap. The only difference is you're going to make way more money following the lower market cap stuff. So anyways, guys, this is the video I had for you. I just wanted to share with you guys the thought process. Wanted to share with you guys 3 of my favorite low cap altcoins. We've already talked about Mod last week. We have not talked about options market, and we did not talk about InFi quite yet. So I wanted to give you guys those coins because these are 3 that I've bought. These are 3 that I'm invested in, and they're pretty much identically right on my entry price, and so I figured it would be a great time for you guys to actually get in. You guys are getting this signal at the same time that my Discord members are, and so you guys should really feel blessed for that because there's really no advantage here. I posted it in the group, but I gave you guys the exact same opportunity to actually buy in at the same price because I wanted you guys to make a bunch of money. These are low caps that are going to take off, and I wanted you guys to profit off of them. So now as we wrap up this video, for the people that have waited this long, you guys have been seeing all the trades that I take. If you guys want to get access to that, inside of the group, I offer 2 different groups. I offer the video course, which is going to be 20 educational videos to teach you guys how to trade technical analysis. This is going to be for guys that really want to learn how to do this on their own. learn my strategies for trading and how I apply technical analysis to charts. Now, on top of that, I have my signals. The signals is going to be the most important part here, guys. If you want to come into my group and you want to copy what I'm doing with my money, you want to follow the trades that I'm taking, and you want to know when I take profits at the end of this year, then the signals is going to be the place for you. You guys are going to be able to follow every trade. You're going to be able to follow both of my portfolios, my short-term and my long-term, and you're going to be able to direct message me with questions, comments, concerns that you have, because at the end of the day, one of the biggest mistakes people make is just getting overly emotional, overthinking things, and then that's what causes them money. And that's what costs them money. When in actuality, if you have somebody that you can kind of connect with, ask questions, if you're worried about something, that can be the major difference maker. It doesn't even mean, I don't even have to tell you anything important other than to hold, but sometimes that's all that it takes for you to maximize your potential over the cycle. So if you guys want to be able to follow what I'm doing in my group, you want a little bit of a mentor throughout this cycle, inside the group, you're going to be able to purchase them together or separate. If you can only pick one, I always recommend going with the signals first. Now, on top of all of that, if you don't want to actually if you guys don't actually want to sign up for any of my VIP stuff, I do have a free ebook that's also linked in the description. That's not going to cost you anything, but I know that there's a lot of really good information that's going to help you guys out tremendously. So check that out. Links are going to be provided for you in the description. And with all that being said, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. As always, peace out.